Hey everybody, and welcome back to the non-league adventure with me, WTF, playing the ECFC in the Barclays Premier League. First of all, what I want to do is go straight into the highlights from the last 6 games, and then we've got a big game against Manchester United. Finds Walsh, looking for options. He's got several around him now. Opposite goes square to Lukunku. He's got a marauding run from Walker-Peters. Was in acres of space to pick out a cross if he chooses to, and he does it. Castello fires it into the bottom right corner. Unstoppable shot from Castello. Great bit of play there from the counter-attack. 1-0. Now it's Castello. Delightful ball for Vukotic. Vukotic now one moment to keep it at tight angle. Crosses for Lukunku. What a goal! Top right corner. Belts it in. It's his 3rd goal of the season. It's 1-0 to Eastleigh. To Dick. Crossing position perhaps. He just play in, and Brewer is on his return. It's 2-0. Get in. Brewer been out injured as well. The 2 long-term injury casualties or whatever, returning to score. 2-0. Target has a throw. Finds Ledesma. He squares it, but it's a bit of a mix-up, but eventually falls to Lukunku. Plays it through for Brewer. Brewer on his return. It's gone in. Great finish. Returning to the starting lineup to make it 1-0 to Eastleigh. Come on. Right, Reading with the chance now. Brewer's just gone off injured. Fantastic news. Knee injury. So it sounds like it's going to be a pretty bad one as Cole has it with a facial injury. Finds Curtin on the right side. Crosses in deep towards Williams. It's gone in. Jaskalainen in the goal thanks to an injury to Big Z. Injuries galore, and it's 1-1. Martin with a free kick just before half time. Marie has it. Plays it to Castello. Finds the Lukunku in a bit of space. It's 2-1 just before half time. Get in! No! Oh yeah, he is. I thought we were going to be offside for a split second then. Never mind. Plays it in field to Walsh. Square it goes to Lukunku's come inside. Plays it a delightful ball to Walker-Peters. Walker-Peters in the penalty area. What can he do? Can he square it? He crosses in for Vukotic. That's 3-1. And for me, that should be game over. Just you know, brighten it up after the Brewer injury. 3-1, come on! Now it's Ledesma. Delightful ball to Walker-Peters, the assist machine it seems this season. Go on, lad. Still going. Castello turns and shoots. It's gone in. Bottom left-hand corner. Can we keep this run going? Come on. 1-0 Eastleigh away at West Brom. Come on. Nice punch of the air. Plays it wide to Rogers. Rogers in the cross position. He does do that as well. It's flicked on, and Roberts is there at the back post just before half-time to make it 1-0. Tyler Roberts, 9th goal of the season.
And by 1-0 you mean 1-1.
Come on, boys. Ledesma. Square to Walsh. Tries to play it to Vukotic. It's headed through, and the dude gets there. It's 1-0. Come on. If you look at the table at the minute, we are currently in 4th position. If we can hold on to this lead now in the last 15 minutes, come on. Corner for Eastleigh. Lukunku plays it shortish. It's a bit of a foul there. Marie scores to make it 1-0. The start of play. Liverpool were back in 4th after winning the game in hand. Gray's got it now. Up against Walker-Peters. Goes past him like he wasn't even there. Shooting position. Great tackle, but Carrillo scores. Plus Jaskalainen's despairing dive. And it's 1-1. Marie takes a free kick, finds target in a bit of space, plays a lovely ball to Vukotic. It's 2-1. Come on. Flag stays down. And we're back in the driving seat once more. Corner for Derby. Carrillo crosses in. It's there. Hughes has scored again, once again. With the impossibly white blonde hair. It's 2-2. International, of course. Cullen has it now, thanks to Hughes. Delightful ball to Graves. Got behind Walker-Peters once again. It's a penalty, and Martin has given it away for a trip. Devastation. This could be a devastating blow just after half-time. That's going to be Carrillo to take it. Smashes it bottom left-hand corner. Jaskalainen just flops to the floor in an attempt of a dive. And it's 3-2 to Derby. Bugger team extraordinaires. Corner for Derby. Swings in by Carrillo. It's square, and it's going to be 4-2. And it is. Cullen scores. Disappointing. So as you can see, barring the last game against Bugger Team Derby, we've been on an exceptional run. If you go back to Fulham and our last live con Liverpool, we were unbeaten for 7 games, so that was very good with 2 draws and 5 wins, and that has boosted us all the way up to 7th position in the league. So, and if you look how tight this is at the minute, I mean, we've got a game against Man United, then we've got Chelsea, and then I think we've got Everton last game of the season, which could be a biggie because they're like 3 points ahead of us. We're 4 points away from, with a game in hand, of course, which is against Man United as well. They could win the title by beating us. So that's how much they're going to be up for this game. But we could get to within 1 point of Liverpool. So there's a lot to play for. We're definitely not going down. So obviously we're 7th, but we're predicted to go down. So we've massively overachieved anyway. I was aiming for this sort of area anyway this season. But if we can push on and just get into these European places, then we'll be laughing for next season. But yeah, there's still a lot of work to be done, because like as I showed before, it is Everton last game of the season, but we've got an away game at Old Trafford against Manchester United, then let's say a home game against Chelsea, and they absolutely battered us last time, and I think they only beat us 1-0, but in fact yeah, that is. But I'm expecting 2 ridiculously tough games here, especially after losing to Derby, which is just ridiculous. But anyway, yeah, one little bit of news. Well, I'll go into it. I mean, I've written it all down. I've got a notepad. We've had a shitload of injuries, just to put it bluntly. They all seem to have cleared up now. But you know, as you can see, I don't know if you can see it there, but Big Z is actually not even picked because he's just been injured. He's going to be returning to the side for today's game. Jaskalainen had to be recalled from his loan from, I want to say Walsall? Yeah, from Walsall, where he conceded 8 goals in 5 games. And you know what, he did alright. He played in about 4 games, I think it was. Let's have a look. Yeah, 4 games, conceded 6, 1 clean sheet. You know, did okay for us as a stopgap, but he's nowhere near good enough. And unfortunately now the loan window is shut, but there's only a couple of games to go. Who else have we had injured? We had the Dick was injured for a bit beforehand. I think you already knew about him. Marisco's just returned from injury, literally the last game. He came as a sub. Who else has been? Reece Oxford's been injured. He's just literally come back. Villenden got injured for about 6 weeks, I think it was. Giamau's signed a new contract just because I thought he's got a little bit of potential. I might be able to do something with him. Brewer was injured, came back, got injured again, and is still kind of injured now. So yeah, we've had a lot of injuries to key players. George Davis was injured as well, which didn't help matters either. So yeah, we've been playing with Castello up front mainly. He's done okay, but he's no Roy Brewer. Villenden is going to be going back onto the bench now for Harris, because Harris is nowhere near the player that he could do with some extra match fitness. So we'll do that. So now what we're going to do is we're just going to go straight into the game. There's been no transfers or anything. One thing I will say is, I can't actually show you now, but the youth take was absolutely tripe. It was terrible. 1.5 star potential for every single player. No standout player according to the reports in the news feed. So it was terrible. So now we're going to get into the game against Manchester United at Old Trafford, and we're going to get bummed. As you can see here, Man United are massive favourites, but the reason why I've jumped in at this point is because I just wanted to mention how bullshit team meetings are. Right? That game against Derby, which I'm putting it down to this actual reason now, is why we lost the game against Derby. We were on an awesome run of form, and all of a sudden it says, hey, if you win this game, you could be safe from relegation. Well, no shit, I'm fucking like miles up table and 7th, for God's sake. I'm not going to be going down. So I say, oh, don't, because usually it doesn't matter. You could be top at league and you're supposed to go down. And usually, like when I was Curzon Ashton, I think I did this, and I was flying in my 2nd season, and I end up saying something in the car, you know, fucking relegation, what we're thinking about relegation for, we're going up top. And they all kicked off saying, hey, we should take it 1 game at a time. So I did the same thing with Easter this time, and they all kicked off apart from 1 player saying, hey, we should be doing better, we should be overachieving, we should be stirring the discussion. Well, no shit, we're fucking 7th in the league. So, what I gotta do to convince the players? Yeah, God knows. But anyway, moving on. Today's Barclays Premier League clash is brought to you live from the Theatre of Nightmares. It's Manchester United versus Eastleigh FC. Manchester United go into this game on the back of a 2-0 win at Wembley in the semi-final of the FA Cup against Arsenal, getting into the final, of course. They're going to line up with David De Gea in goal, Carvajal at right back, Luke Shaw at left back with Courier, and I say I will spell it, which is Bailey, but apparently it's Baye or something daft, Baye. Someone correct me in the comments below. Mirkovic, Gomez, Cavaleiro, who's obviously going to be shouting a lot, probably because his name always comes up in capitals. Why? Lukaku's going to play in an attacking midfield role, which is a bit strange, with Martial and Salami, both players nominated for the Premier League Player of the Year, up top today. Easter going to this game on the back of a disappointing 4-2 home defeat to Derby County. They're going to line up with Big Z returning to the side in goal, with Kyle Walker-Peters, who's been playing exceptionally well in recent memory. Target left back, who's been doing alright. Rekic and Martin continue in the middle of defence, with Ledesma just ahead of them. Marie and Davis continue as a midfield partnership, central midfield partnership, sorry. With Vukovic on the left, Lukaku on the right, and Castello carrying on up top on his own. So I'm just going to tell them we're underdogs. I think I clicked the wrong one, but never mind. And I'm just going to say I've got faith that I can touch a body and know that everybody has got a body like me. Not really a great response, is it? Right. Man United kick off. Going from right to left, this seems a little bit loud. Right, so it's a free kick and Marie stepped over it. Oh, smashed it against the bar. I thought then, when he stood like Ronaldo with his legs akimbo, I thought that was going to be a good chance. But Target has it now, finds Castello, wide, plays it into Vukovic, squares it for Marie, but it's cleared away and that's Davis. Wide left to Target. Target now. Inside to Davis, squares it to Marie, first time ball to Target, it's a great ball from Marie. Target is by his man, can he whip it in? He can knock it back to Davis. Vukovic is there, come on! Let's beat those Manx scum bastards! Up yours, Bood, Rich and whoever else, Fire Badger. To some extent Dave has a party now. I've seen his video with Aaron, full-time fan. Kind of looking out for them and then converted to Wolves just because he grew up. You all glory sport, are you? Right, Shaw has it on the left-hand side with a throw. Finds Marshall, who always scores past us no matter what, and so does Salami apparently. Oh, it's a foul, I'm going to say. I'm sure he had about 14 blue shirts around him and still won the header. He's offside apparently. Okay then. Right, it's another chance for Man United here. Carvajal throws it onto Mirkovic. He's got it back as Carvajal crosses in. What the hell has just happened? That is absolutely shocking. An own goal from Big Z. Not in a million years. I don't care that he's not got 100% match sharpness. That's shocking. Look at this here. Crosses it in. Bullshit FM goal. What the friggin' hell is this? Why would that happen? It would not happen. Someone's definitely spread some lube all over my ass there, because that's just disgusting. So it's half time, and you know what? I feel robbed. I feel absolutely robbed by the game. It's shocking. That would never happen. Never happen in a million years. So basically what I've done is I've just said, oh, we've owe him for last time because they beat us last time. I think it was in the FA Cup, it was the fourth round, of course. And then just given faith to ones that didn't respond. Only one responded to that, so let's just get on with it. I feel absolutely cheated. Right, so we get the game back underway. We're going from left to right. And there's lovely blue shirts with the white diagonal stripe. Davis gets mauled by Cavaleiro! As you can see there with like name in capitals. Still don't get it, and I still don't get how he would, or why he would choose to go to Wolves, you know, in the Championship. He's such a big player, and he ends up going to Wolves for on a 5-year contract. I'm not so much bothered about the fee. It's a 5-year contract. You know, it's like a Ross McCormick sort of factor when he left Leeds to go to Fulham because he wanted to play Premier League football, and then they nearly get relegated out of Championship into League One. It's just, you know, it's a big gamble that. You know, but never mind. At least, well, Wolves will probably get a big fee for him if anyone comes in for him. But here's Castello, smashing the top corner. Come on, shut up, GW. Just focus on your team scoring goals past the scum. Come on. Why am I wearing my Leeds top? It's because I'm going out in this later on. That's why. In fact, there it is. It's right behind me. Marching on together. Even though it's Heasley. Well, Heasley have now adopted the Marching on together chant. So Carvajal's got it now on the right hand side. Plays it in, the Salami scores. If there's any justice in the world, you would miss that chance, or I'll score another goal at the other end. No, maybe not. It's probably not going to happen like that. But Carvajal whips in a decent ball, to be fair. Salami just peels away from Rekic. He'll be getting wrecked in a minute. With a 2-foot lunge on his side of his knee. I'm not actually that kind of player, but it felt relevant. Right, so it's 2-2 at the Theatre of Nightmares at this moment in time. We've got a potential chance here. Marie has it just inside his own half. Plays it forward for Castillo to get on the end of, but Shaw clears it to Martial, who hasn't scored against us yet. Pavon plays it for Salami for his hat-trick. Big Z finally just looks like he claps his hands like an otter and saves it somehow. Target with a throw, finds Marie. Back to Target. Marie takes it off him, and now he's knocking it back to Target. Nice little exchange of passes there. Just on the edge of the air. Have a go, son. Trust your right foot. Davis. That's Castillo. Oh, he gets tackled now. Pavon plays it to Salami. Is marauding forward on the right hand side. Crosses in deep, and Marshall gets his customary goal against us. It's absolutely disgusting. It should be 2-2 if anything, and I feel robbed still. Right, so I'm not even looking at that, but Marisco's absolutely knackered from playing at reserves, trying to get his fitness up. So the changes we are going to make is Valinda's not even fit neither. Marie's having an appalling game, so he's going to come off. Yeah, so I've just made a couple of changes. Liam Walsh has come on for Marie, who's had an appalling game, 6.3, and I've just brought on the Dick to offer something different against, well, down that right hand side. He's currently wanted by Man United, so I'm hoping he can put in a big performance just to try and, you know, do something really. Just try and encourage them to come in for him if you like it. Not that I want to sell him. Right, 10 minutes to go. I think 30-year-old Adua is going to come on. He scores big goals at big times, well, at difficult times, and how we need one now. But it looks like it's going to be a Man United goal because Pavon crosses in, Martin heads away, and the Dick, that man, has just got it now. Plays it down the line for Lukunku. It's a good ball in truth. Oh, that's a great ball for Adua. Adua now got a bit of space, got one man to beat, gets past him somehow a little bit luckily. You might say, oh, it's a penalty, come on! It's got to go, last man! Even though it's forced wide. Come on now, don't miss. Who's taking it? Who's taking it? Is it Vukatic? What's your stat? 12, I'm not confident at all. Come on, Vukatic, I know you're finishing stats high. Scripted! It's like FIFA, is this? But anyway, right, Vukatic, can he make amends? Crosses in. Rekic is there, can he wreck him? The former Man City man into Marcus, and Dick has made a difference. Just come on! And splattered all over the face! Like that! Get in! And theoretically it's 3-2, I don't care what you say. 3-2, because that's shit goal in first half. De Head can only push it away. And the Dick pounces. I'd take a 3-all draw at this point. I really would. Used all my subs. Can't do anything more, but there's a late corner here. Koke. Headed away by Adua. Oh, go on, lad. Desma, you've got 4 seconds. Hoof it forward. Lukunku, play it. Oh, go on, Vukatic. Oh, that should have been a red card. I know it's a full-time whistle, but we're a yellow card with the biggest foul going. But you know what? That's a great result. I cannot complain. But it should have been better, and you know why? Because that goal was absolutely bullshit. And Loki Doki, I'm going to be sending that to you, that goal, because that was appalling. But it does see us go up to 6th. As it stands, I think that'll probably be good enough for European football next season. But as you can see, there's a lot of teams can overtake us. As low down as Chelsea in 10th, because they've got a better goal difference than us. If we lose against Chelsea, they'll obviously leapfrog us. That's his next game. Well, the first of 2 games in the next video. So yeah, Man United did clinch the title with that goal. I'm still calling bullshit because it was bullshit. That goal was appalling. But anyway, let's have a look and see who we're going to be, well, what's going to be happening next, which you already kind of know. The next video is going to consist of Chelsea at home and then Everton away for the last game of the season. It's very tight and congested at the top, so it's going to be interesting to see where we end up at the end of the season. Because we could be as low down as 10th, which would be a bit disappointing, or we could be as high as, I think, think it's still to play for actually. Let's have a look. We could get as high as 4th. It's very much unlikely because of the goal difference. We're going to make up essentially 4 points from the 2 games against Chelsea and Everton. But Everton are one of the teams in and around us, so we should be. If we beat them, we should get ahead of them maybe. But again, they've got better goal difference. So if they draw and we win, beat Chelsea, then they're still going to be ahead of us. It's going to go down to that last game of the season for who finishes in a European spot, I feel, should I say. Right, so that's it for this particular episode. Hopefully I've enjoyed. Had quite a few highlights and an intriguing game, let's just say, against Manchester United. Still a big pile of dog shite that we didn't win because of that shocking goal that was like gifted to Man United, because probably Man United and the game loves them because they always seem to win everything. But yeah, hopefully you'll join us for the next one, which will be against Chelsea and Everton. Double live come for the last 2 games of the season. And yeah, hopefully you can join us for that. But until then, I'll see you then. Bye bye.